Hi all, how are you going? Welcome with me, Red Ski here on another round of Righteous Readings. Raw and Righteous, we're up to the March main monthly for the sign of Libra. I have to apologise to Virgo yesterday. I had an emergency mid-reading, some news about my uncle. Had been taken to hospital with some rather very serious life-threatening condition. He's currently still in the ICU and we wish him the very, very best, Uncle Stephen. Also, that evening I discovered that I have COVID, so I'm currently in isolation in my lovely nook here in Australia, isolating for the next foreseeable. However, this will give me a bit of downtime to get these readings done for the month of March. So yes, Red has COVID, mid-emergency yesterday, still very much up in the air, that emergency. Everything's very crazy. But that's why I thought, you know, when things are crazy and you just need to settle shit down a little bit, do some tarot readings and get yourself back grounded, back into it, get into the system of the routine of it, and just try to let spirit take it where it may be. Okay, that's where I always look at it, because at the end of the day, what more can we do really? Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and move forward. Okay, that's what I do. So with that in mind, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, babes. This is your March main monthly here and now with me, Red. We are going to do a full Celtic cross, standard placements as always, beautifuls. If you're familiar with my channel, you'll be familiar with this. We've done this before. For some of us, maybe a few times. I've been locked up for only 24 hours. I've had enough. So, with that being said, let's kick this before she loses the cheese off her cracker. Okay, Libra, let me warm up the cards and find out what's coming for your March 2022. Alright, Libra, let's see what's coming in for you. March 2022, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements of Libra, please, spirits and guides. What's coming in for March 2022? For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements of the sign of Libra, please. We're doing a standard Celtic cross with standard placements, spirits and guides for March 2022 for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Thank you, Spirit. Here we go. Okay, for Libra, please, spirits and guides, what do we have coming in for March 2022? The sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus placements of Libra for March 2022. A monthly reading, please. Alright, Libra, here we go. Wow. Well, this is interesting. Libra, you often do surprise me, my darlings. Wow, so many swords up in here, man. And wow, Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, force, determination. You are pushing through it, Libra. The underlying energy so far is that of force, of brutal force. You know, going straight through it if you need to. You will not stop here. You know, we are on a mad path here of just boom, mate. Nothing's going to stop. Nothing's going to stop you. You've got a plan. It's the movement, it's the force, and you've got all of that happening for you right now. Libra, coming into March, coming into this reading, this is very interesting. 8 of Cups reversed. You are sticking with something full success until full success is obtained. You will not give in, not give out, not bow down. You've made up your mind. You're like a dog with a bone. You want this, you will have this, and you're putting full need towards this. Your challenge for the month of March, Libra, the thing that you're going to have to face and deal with is that of a King of Swords reverse. Someone very malicious, someone very, very vindictive, cruel, malicious, you know, really wants to take you down, take you out. I feel like this is someone really close to you. Crowning this reading is the Ace of Swords. Pure truth and determination and force. Again, this is the ace. It is the seed of the beginning of the air element. Your sign. You're like, oh God, it's crazy. But we are, the forefront of everything is using superiority here and determination and skill in some ways to really let our intellect and to let our determination and our forcefulity bring triumph here. We will be triumphant, I feel. The root of the reading, grounding everything, is the Fool in reverse. So we are maybe being a bit neglectful of responsibility. I feel like you just want to have some folly when you can, get some downtime. You really just want to let loose, let it out. People may see this as neglecting responsibilities or being a bit irresponsible. Past energy leaving you now was the Knight of Pentacles reverse. Complete and total stagnation in Rita, not being able to move, feeling really tired, just not being able to bring in anything or move forward with anything at the time you felt. Moving forward, out of this reading, we have the Death card in reverse, sign of Scorpio. I do feel that there is lack of transformation. More needs to still be done here. You've got the right ideal systems with all these sword cards, all this intellect, but we need to see more, I feel, Libra. The Death card in reverse really does seal that for me with the Scorpionic energy here in Rita. You're still in a space of not bringing in the worthwhile change. Advice from Spirit's Queen of Swords: live by the sword, die by the sword. You know what I mean? See the truth in it, cut away anything that's not for your highest of good. You may seem cold and a bit malicious doing so, but it is for the best. Outsiders' view of you and what you're going through, Libra, what they see is a 10 of Swords, someone completely ruined, pained, flat out, can't take any more, backstabbed, just ruined to bits. Hopes and fears, Libra. 6 of Wands reverse, not getting the accolades from the crowd, in fact not getting hardly any support. I'm really feeling like you are on your own. Don't expect anything from outsiders. The outcome, 5 of Swords reverse, there may be defeat here. You may be defeated now, or you may feel defeated, like everything is just coming in and it's just, you're putting all this force to it, you're putting all this ideal system to it. But I'm seeing at the end of the day, you still feel bloody defeated by it. What is it? I don't know, but at the beginning of this reading, you're deciding to stick with it, even though this is obviously pain for you. Let's clarify this Libra March reading, because this is something else. It's like a bold and beautiful, baby. Let's get that next chapter, because, you know, I want to see if Ridge and Brooke get back on it for the 2500th time. All right, 8 of Cups reverse, Libra. Why? Okay, the Lovers. All right, so I'm going to take that. Page of Swords as well, so you're being vigilant. All right, we'll take that. Crossing your challenge, King of Swords reverse. Why is King of Swords reverse here? 7 of Wands. Crowning the reading, Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords here? 10 of Wands reverse. Root of the reading, Fool reverse. Why is the Fool reverse here? Page of Pentacles. Past energy, Knight of Pentacles reverse. Why is that Knight of Pentacles reversed here? 5 Cups reverse. Future energy, Death card in reverse. Why is the Death in reverse here? Clarify. Ace of Cups reverse. Advice from Spirit, Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords here? The Star. Outsider's view, 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Clarifying that. Hopes and fears, 6 of Wands reverse. Clarify the 6 of Wands. Yep. Okay, the Sun. Outcome, 5 of Swords reverse. Clarifies 5 of Swords reverse. 5 of Swords. Upright. And just prove I don't fucking lie. 5 of Swords reverse, clarified by the 5 of Swords upright. Bottom of the deck. King of Swords. Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. King of Swords at the bottom of this deck. You're controlling it. You're being completely authoritative. You're being completely determined. You are analytically controlling all of this in this. You are very invested, and you are controlling it through force and through mental capability. Even when it seems like you don't have a hand in it, you are very much controlling it. You currently, 8 of Cups reverse, the Lovers, Page of Swords. You're sticking with something till full success is obtained, and there is a love connection, I feel. But you are being very vigilant, and you are spying, and you're getting all the information to make sure that you're on par, because you don't want to be made a fool of. You're testing it out, but you're testing it out in the shadows, I feel. Crossing obstacles, issues, King of Swords reverse with that 7 of Wands. You know, be very careful of this maliciousness. But this malicious person, or this person that's putting you in a bad position, you are making the gains against this person. You are standing above your combatants with the 7 of Wands. You are making gains. Okay, so crowning it all, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, 10 of Wands reverse. So being very determined in force and triumphs here, because we're trying to release a lot of burdens and a lot of obstacles that have really weighed us down. Things that we may have desired, but were a lot harder than what we first thought they would be when we first entered into them. So using force to release and to move forward from, with determination and truth in some ways, I feel. The root of it all, Full reverse with the Page of Pentacles. Maybe being a bit foolish or neglectful, but you are being very studious and trying to learn how to be a bit more secure in the way you go about things instead of coming off maybe so neglectful or aloft or unreasonable. Past, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Five of Cups reversed. Lack of movement, stagnation, in a state of inreta, not knowing where to go forward, but trying to have a hopeful outlook that when you did move forward, it would be glass half full, sort of, you know, put a positive spin on the same old shit, but at the same time not actually moving forward with anything. It's just an ideal system or a hope system rather than an actual movement system. Speaking of movement system, moving forward, Death in reverse, Ace of Cups reverse. Lack of transformational change here, in again a state of a bit of inreta due to maybe certain connections falling apart or things starting to erode, things starting to really not come in, not equal give and take, or starting to just erode in general and sort of spread apart. Advice, Queen of Swords, the Stars, Aquarian energy. So be very, very forceful in your way of going about things. Don't fluff around. If it doesn't smell or look like the truth, just cut it away, because you are really hopeful that at the end of the day things will come back into alignment and things will start to level out. There's a sense of mourning here, but mourning at the moment is sort of going to make movement into something better in the future, of sort of hopefulness still, even though maybe we haven't been so hopeful in the past. Outside's view, Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords, more swords, more swords. Burdened, ruined, pained, afflicted, and in your state, in your own head, a bit of crisis, conflict, feeling imprisoned, feeling like you can't get out. Outsiders see you as someone that's going through a lot of pain and feeling quite mentally anguished at the moment. Hopes and fears, Six of Wands reverse, the Sun. So we're not getting any accolades from the crowd or people around us, no support systems or anything from family, friends, relations, or anyone in general, really. But we are still very satisfied because we're happy to do it on our own perhaps, or we would actually just prefer it this way. We know where we're at, we're very satisfied, and we are going to move forward. Even if we're not feeling great right now, I see that you don't mind the fact that people aren't necessarily there to maybe lend a hand. This was weird. The outcome, Five of Swords reversed with the Five of Swords upright. Two fives, both the same card, one inverted, one not. So defeat here. I feel like you're fearing defeat, but in the end of it, it will be more of a victory. It is very uncertain. Yeah, Strength in reverse. You're really going to have a lot of tenacity and will here to bring this through. I've seen here that Bingo Swords cards as well. Your best attitude would be to have a good mental outlook. If you have a good mental outlook, I'm seeing it might turn more upright rather than being more upside down, which would be defeated. But there really is a 50-50 concentration of it could go really either way. Maybe just depends on how mentally wanting you do want it at the time. But that underlying energies, they're crazy. Two Swords, King of Swords and the Knight of Swords. A pretty fast movement towards something. Pretty damn determined to get it too. Just a little bit crazy. You can't please everyone. When you're focused on living up to other people's standards, you aren't spending enough time raising your own. Some folks expect you to act a certain way and march to the beat of their boring drum. They find safety in sameness, but you have beautiful music inside you. Your flair is meant to be shared. Don't shrink to fit in or get approval. Instead, dump your need to please and just be your magnificent self. Well, maybe that's good advice, actually. Let your freak flag fly, perhaps, Libra. Maybe that's the slogan for you for March. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to leave it there. And Libra, I hope you have a good March of 2022. Okay, take care.